If you are a woman over 35 and you're trying to conceive, you've probably been told that your age is the problem, that your biological clock is ticking, that you're in a race against time, that your egg quality is declining simply because of your birthday. I'm here today to tell you that age is not the enemy. In my clinic, I have seen 42-year-old women with better egg quality and more robust fertility patterns than some of the 28-year-olds that I work with. The difference was not their age. It was their internal fertility pattern. Today, I'm going to show you what actually matters a lot more than your age. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Gina Terinoni. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine for over 25 years now. I'm also certified in integrative medicine. I specialize in fertility with women over 30, 35, and 40. Welcome to day 11 of our 30-day fertility challenge. This is a topic I am incredibly passionate about because I see so many women internalize this message that they are too old, and it fills them with fear and hopelessness. And while we can't deny that there are changes that happen with age, the story is so much more nuanced and hopeful than you've been led to believe. By the end of this video, you will see your age not as a deadline, but as a data point. So if you're ready to release the fear around your age, please subscribe to my channel and let's rewrite the narrative. And bonus information, I got pregnant with my son when I was 41 years old, and I had him just before I turned 42. We can do this. So first, let's be clear. Chronological age is not the same as biological age. You know this intuitively. You know people who are 50, but they seem 35, hopefully me, and people who are 35, but maybe they seem like they're 50. The same is true for your ovaries and for your eggs. And in traditional Chinese medicine, we have a concept called Jing, or translates as essence in the body. You can think of Jing as your deep constitutional reserve, your savings account of your life force. You're born with a certain amount of it from your parents, and you use it up throughout your life. Major life events like puberty, pregnancy, and menopause, they all draw from this account. But the thing that drains your Jing faster than anything else is living out of balance. We're talking chronic stress, poor sleep, a diet of processed inflammatory foods, pushing yourself to total burnout year after year. There's no judgment. I'm just telling you why we get deep into the reserves and we deplete ourselves. This is how it happens. This is what ages you. It's what depletes your reproductive vitality. A 28-year-old woman who has been burning the candle at both ends for a decade can have more depleted Jing than a 42-year-old woman who has been living a more balanced, nourishing life. This is why I focus on the pattern when I work with women, not their age. Yeah, I want to know their age, but it's more important for me to find the pattern and to see what is going on, what's blocking your fertility pattern. So a kidney Yin Deficiency pattern, for example, this is a classic presentation of depleted Jing. It shows up as night sweats, anxiety, a red, peeled tongue, usually not a thin white coat like we like to see. These are signs of burnout. A kidney Yang deficiency pattern. This is the cold womb pattern. And I talked about this a few videos ago, so go check that out. But the cold womb is also a sign of depleted Jing or essence, and where the pilot light of your metabolism, it's going out. So the incredible news is that while you can't change your chronological age, you can absolutely improve your fertility pattern. You can preserve the Jing or essence that you have, and you can rebuild the postnatal oxygen in blood that supports your essence, your inner fire. And these are some of the ways that we do this, not all of the ways. But we can do it by getting enough sleep, prioritizing quality, high quality sleep, regular sleeping times, at least 8 hours, depending on where you live. Sometimes 10 hours are necessary. When I first moved to Colorado from sea level, in the winters, I was sleeping over 10 hours a night and I felt amazing during the day, but it just, my body could not do 8 hours of sleep. The other way is managing stress levels. Like I said, severely depletes the body's essence. And then we want to focus on eating warm, nourishing whole foods. That's what replaces when we deplete ourselves, we replace that, but we want to stop depleting ourselves so much as well. Using specific herbs to address your pattern of imbalance, that is the fastest way to heal and recover. When you do this, you are effectively turning back your biological clock. You're creating a healthier, more vital internal environment, and the quality of your eggs will reflect that. This is not false hope. This is the foundation of traditional Chinese medicine. So this focus on fertility patterns, not age, this is the entire philosophy behind my work. I've been working with women for over 25 years, specializing in fertility, and I have narrowed it down to 6 primary patterns that I see with women who experience infertility, poor egg quality, poor ovarian reserve. And we want to focus again on the pattern, not the age. My egg quality method, this is a mini course that I have. This is specifically designed to restore the kidney Jing and improve egg quality over a 90-day cycle, no matter what your chronological age is. We use assessments to identify your specific pattern of depletion or excess, and then we apply the right foods, the right herbs. Possibly we add in supplements. You'd be surprised. A lot of times we don't need every single thing that you may already be taking. And I also work in lifestyle practices to rebuild your reserves. Think acupressure on specific points for each fertility pattern. For fun, I added in some yoga poses because I'm also certified over 1,000 hours in yoga and meditation. If your pattern is one of cold and stagnation or blood stasis, which is incredibly common with women 35 and older, the warm womb method, this is the perfect first step to kickstart your circulation and warm up your system. If you have any questions about what is the best fit for you with where you're at, then I highly recommend that you take my free fertility pattern quiz. Don't let the number define you on your fertility journey. Take my quiz and find out what's really going on. Then you get clarity. The link is in the description, or just comment below, quiz, I want the quiz. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal and rebalance at any age. You just have to give it the right support. And I want to normalize this conversation and create community of women who are supporting each other, regardless of how old you are. So, how old are you? How long have you been trying to conceive? Share this with me in the comments if you feel comfortable. The more we talk about where we're at in life and what our challenges are, then the more that I can help you. But the more we know how to focus and how to improve our health. So let's show each other that we're not alone at all. In fact, 1 in 6 women that are struggling with fertility, you're not alone at all. Thank you so much for being here in my community. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the single biggest mistake I see 90% of women making when they're trying to improve their fertility. I'll see you then.